Hey guys, it's Dr. Venessa with Sea Lark Chiropractic, and today I'm going to show you over 10 ways to use your lacrosse balls. So we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. So the first one we're going to do is going to be for the plantar fascia on the bottom of your foot. So you can sit in a chair, just put it on the floor, and you're going to roll from your heel, that's where the plantar fascia inserts, through the arch, up to your toes, up to the ball of your foot. And you want to go from the inside of the arch and work your way across the middle and more towards the outside. It's going to feel really good. And a bonus, you can do a little toe stretch. So I like to just extend my toes here on the ball, and that also feels really good. And of course, you're going to do both sides. About 30 seconds, and whatever feels good to you. Go ahead and give that one a try. All right, next up is going to be the calf. So I'm just going to put it in the back of the leg. You're going to roll up and down through the muscle. And remember, you can turn your leg out and in to get different parts of the muscle. When you do find that tight, tender spot, you can leave it there. You can roll side to side. You also pin it there and move your foot. All right, again, about 30 seconds, but whatever feels good to you. Next up, we're gonna do the front of the shins. So again, this is good for if you have shin splints or running a lot. So we don't wanna get it on the bone. So we're gonna go to the side of the leg here. You're just gonna roll over onto all fours, turn your foot in, and then just put some pressure through there. This can be pretty tender, and of course you can just put however much pressure you want through your leg. Just gonna roll through there, loosen it up. Again, if you find a tight spot, you can always leave it there and try to move your foot. And then, next up, we're gonna get the hamstrings here. So you can put it in the back of the leg and roll through there. Again, you can turn your foot in and out a little bit, get different spots, different sections of the hamstring, wherever it's tightest for you. And again, you can find a good spot there. You can roll in and out a little bit to loosen it up. And then next up is the hip flexor. So we're gonna get right in that crease where your leg meets your torso, right in there. So you don't want it on the bone, it's not here. You're gonna go about an inch in and down. So you're just gonna lay, basically just lay right on top of it with the ball in the crease. If that's tender, you can just hold it here, or you can kind of lift up on your toes and your forearms and just roll gently through there. And that'll feel really good. This is a really good way to loosen up the hip flexors. All right, next up, we're gonna get the glutes and the piriformis muscle. So again, you don't want to get it on the bone. There's a triangle bone at the base of your spine. You can go along the edge of the bone and then out into the glutes. So you're here, and you just lift up your body weight. You can roll through there, and you can gauge how much pressure you want in here. Just depending, you can just lift yourself up more if it's too intense. And then you can kind of roll out to the side. Find those tight, tender spots. When I find a good spot, sometimes I like to keep it there. And then I just rotate my leg in and out, just to get a little deeper, different release, and work your way through there. Next up, we're gonna get the low back and the QL in here. So for this one, not on the bone, you're gonna go to the side here and above the hip bone, the pelvis here. So not on the low back or the pelvis, you're gonna kind of go up and over to the side. So you're gonna lay back on the ball, and then you can keep the opposite leg straight, and then I just like to bend the knee up towards my chest. And hold it for a few seconds. If that feels comfortable, you can kind of move it around a little bit to find the tight spots. And go through there. All right, next up is the TFL. So that's that little muscle here that attaches to your IT band that goes down the side of your leg. So again, you don't want this on the bone. So here's your bone. You're gonna go out towards the hip and down a little bit, right in here. You're gonna find the wall. Then you're just gonna push against the wall. It's not gonna be a big movement here. And you can roll a little bit up and down, a little bit side to side. Find the tender tight spots there. Again, up to 30 seconds, whatever feels good to you. Next up, we're gonna do the rotator cuff, the back of the rotator cuff here. So you're gonna start kind of in the armpit and work back through this muscle here. There is a ridge on the scapula here, so you wanna make sure you stay off the bone. We're gonna go back of the armpit against the wall. You're almost at a 90-degree angle, maybe closer to a 45-degree angle. Work through there, work through the armpit. I like to bring my arm up to about 90 degrees. And you can roll through there. Also, if you find a tender spot, you can pin it and then move your arm. And I like to rotate up and back. Work through there and find the tender spots. And then we're gonna hit the lats. So this one, you bring your arm all the way up overhead, still kind of right in the armpit here. And roll a little bit up and down through there. Finding the tight, tender spots. So give those a try. Let me know how it goes and have a great day.